Fire and blood have finally reached the Red Keep, but sitting on the Iron Throne is nothing like ruling from it. Welcome back to the podcast, your premier destination for all things Westeros, as we dive deep into House of the Dragon, Season 3, Episode 3, titled Rhaenyra Triumphant. Rhaenyra Targaryen has finally taken the throne, but her first day at the office is a total nightmare. She is staring down an empty royal treasury, a palace overrun by rats, and an extremely uncooperative fate. Meanwhile, Daemon just got completely outmaneuvered by the scheming Armon Hightower. Team Black is holding a decoy prince while the real Daeron Targaryen and his cobalt blue dragon prepare to rain fire on Tumbleton. Set your rat traps, mount your dragons, and get ready for a not-so-soft landing. All right, today's title, Rhaenyra Triumphant. What you got?
Woo, my goodness. And so today's title, Rhaenyra Triumphant, it's supposed to be celebratory because she is now seated on the Iron Throne and she has taken over. However, it's a little bit backhanded because triumph is you've achieved this great success, but heavy is the head that wears the crown. So while she is triumphant in a sense of fulfilling the prophecy, everything has gone awry that you can possibly think of. So I love a good backhanded title. Absolutely love it.
All right, let's
behind it.
All right, let's get into it. So Rhaenyra's opening sequence in the Red Keep portrays her attempting to provide food to the common folk to win their favor. Considering her blockade caused their suffering in the first place, is her reign starting on an unstable foundation? We're going to start with Brittany.
Hey, y'all. So, yes, I do believe that her reign is starting on an unstable foundation. Everybody from her council is not there. She doesn't trust them because of what happened in previous episodes where they just kind of was like, we're going to do what we're going to do. By damn, you a woman anyway. We going to do what we want to do. So you'll be happy when we did it. And then realize they fucked up and should have listened to her the whole time. She don't trust them. And then I think that it's really interesting how she tries to, I don't know how you put this. She's so smart, but she plays so dumb sometimes. And she's playing like she threw, what do you call it when you throw a rock? You throw a rock and hide your hand. That's basically what she's doing. Like, wait a minute. I mean, what you talking about? I'm here for the people. No, you're not here for the people. You're here for yourself.
Oh, yeah, your thoughts?
I agree with what Brittany Nicole said. Still in Brittany Nicole's line. It's pretty bitch. So I agree. Rhaenyra has definitely stepped in it, and so it's 100% unstable how she's reclaimed the Iron Throne. Let me say that everything that has gone left absolutely did go. But as far as her causing the blockade in the first place, the Iron Throne should have never been taken from her. So, it's just kind of one move begets the next move. But to answer the question directly, yes, 100% it's unstable because of the move that you made based on the previous moves that were made. So everything with Rhaenyra has been reactive. I think just 100%, everything has been reactive. And so here we are.
Okay, cool. So with Rhaenyra's inability to sleep and her detached state on the throne, many fans are comparing her storyline to Daenerys Targaryen's descent. Do you see her rule heading down a similarly dark, destructive path? We're going to start with this time.
So we know that history often repeats itself. And so this is the prequel. And so just for writing purposes, I guess, as it pertains to the show, since this came later as far as writing is concerned, but it's a prequel in the world of television, 100%. I can 100% see it being destructive. Absolutely.
All right, Brittany, your thoughts?
I agree with Elia, and then I agree with Elia, and I also feel like it's a generational curse that started with her father. When Rhaenyra's father was picking someone, he should have picked whatchamacallit. What was her name?
The one married to Carlos?
Yeah.
Valerian. Oh shoot.
Rhaenys?
Rhaenys. Yes.
That girl, she's bad.
That's a bad bitch.
Yes.
She walked through. Let me see you walk on that dragon. I love it.
Do that one more time, Brittany.
Let me see you walk.
Look at that head. I love it.
So it really set it up to where if the men folk would have done what they were supposed to do from the start, we wouldn't have these fuck ass problems and everybody would know their place. But because the men folk want to be misogynistic, we got the problems that we have to this day.
So Bear of Men, thank you for joining us. This is the question that we're answering. Do you think Rhaenyra's rule? Do you see her rule heading down a similarly dark, destructive path as Daenerys Targaryen?
Absolutely. I think that I want to piggyback off of what Brittany said when she believed that it was a curse. And I think that when it happened to the first woman who had to endure it, I think it's a twofold curse though. One, what happens when a woman is brought to, poised to rule.
Oh, yes.
And the other part involving dragons to rule.
Okay.
Because they can't be controlled, and it's really hard to rule in perpetuity with fear.
Okay. So speaking of ruling, the small council learns that the Greens relocated the crown's gold to Casterly Rock, the Iron Bank, and Old Town. So this is my question. How devastating will this financial handicap be as Rhaenyra tries to legitimize her rule and host her formal coronation? Bearer of Men, you just joined us, but you get this first question.
Oh, she's not having a coronation.
We're not having cake.
We're not having cake. I think it's top tier fucking with somebody. Like, it's top notch. Like, if you really want to play with somebody, take that money on. You're going to turn the entire domain that you rule over. You're going to have to burn it to the ground to find the money and get things in order, and then everybody's going to hate you. Because without resources, what kingdom?
Where's Gavin?
Brittany, your thoughts?
I agree with Bear of Men. And then the other part that I want to add to it was that it's a lot like when Caesar came, little history part here. Caesar came into power the same time that his, is it with Ptolemy? Was Ptolemy his best friend? It was either Ptolemy or somebody else that was his best friend.
That sounds right, but it all runs together.
I think it was Ptolemy. Ptolemy was his best friend, and it came to the part where Ptolemy had the money on his side, but Caesar had the army. And so it's kind of like that's what's going on right now, is where the girl in the green, I forgot her name. What's her name?
Alicent,
bitch, got the money. And she got the army and the dragons. So it's like a showdown. So I think that's where the dramatic finale is going to be, is her coronation. It's going to throw down. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be absolutely devastating because you don't have no money. You don't have any money. So that's going to require you to make other chess moves in order to get the money. And so that's the thing. Rhaenyra always having to play from being reactive. How is she going to go about getting the coins? in order to do the things that she needs to do for the people. She came up with an absolutely beautiful temporary solution, which I thought was amazing. I'm not going to go too far into that, but I think again it's going to be another one of those chess moves that she's going to have to make that could possibly put her in an even worse situation.
Speaking of being reactive and putting yourself in a worse situation, Rhaenyra allows Alicent to meet with Darren before he's sent to the Night's Watch, only to realize the boy is just a decoy arranged by Lord Armand Hightower. This is my question. How does this failed exchange impact Alicent's leverage and standing in Rhaenyra's court? We're going to start with Britain. Well, yeah, this time.
I don't know that Rhaenyra is buying it. Oh, you didn't know? And so, one, Rhaenyra is on her cycle and she is going ham. She all over the place. And so, okay, I done just buried his son. This about to be the last time you see your son before he goes to the Night's Watch, and both of y'all looking stupid and stuck. Oh no, this is not your child. You knew this is some type of power play or whatever set up by the Hightowers who like to hit low. So I don't trust y'all. I do not trust y'all. So I don't see things going well for that relationship yet again. Like, here we are. But again, shout out to the Hightowers who play low ball, because this was, again, a great chess move.
Britt?
All right. So, can you read the question one more time?
Sure.
One more time, please.
How does this failed exchange impact Alicent's leverage and standing in Rhaenyra's court?
Alicent was standing on by a hair to begin with. Now it's pretty much fucked. So I don't know. She's sitting here telling Alicent in the nicest way possible, and her daughter, you're gonna have a maid, you guys stay in your room for the most part, but you're gonna have dresses and gowns, you're gonna be kept well. And here go her daughter. You know her little ditzy self, I like her, don't get me wrong, but very unicorn rainbows. Well, I don't want to be in the room. Bitch, you ain't got no wants. You ain't a princess no more.
You are a prisoner.
You are a prisoner. Baby, you a slave right now. You done fell very far. Now, the only way to go up, there's only one place to go, is up from here. Because, bitch, you might be dead in the morning. Knowing her husband, I forgot his name. Damon crazy as fuck. He out here wilding. You bitch, you might die.
By the way, like, is it lost on anyone that she's talking to her sister and she's thinking about killing her brother, and Alicent, her old best friend, is her mother-in-law, and it's Damon's nieces, and like
Too much.
Yes,
It's a lot.
It's
a lot. We need to get a whiteboard. I got a whiteboard. Are we gonna go over it? I got a whiteboard.
A whiteboard of incest. You do?
Do we need to go over it at the end? Because I got the whiteboard.
Okay, let's pull out the whiteboard.
Okay, hold on. I'm coming. Go ahead.
While
y'all
she does that, bear a minute.
I don't think it's going to compromise how she treats Alicent, but I think she's going to compromise who she's trying to be for her father's memory. I mean, sure, I made these promises to you, whatever. You didn't know. I mean, she's never going to trust her again, of course. But I don't think she's going to, I don't know why, I just don't feel like she's going to do her anything. Because she wasn't there for the beginning. And she's told her adamantly she's had nothing to do with any of it. But what I do think 100% is that she's going to raise. She might go just to the darkness with Damon.
Okay, all right.
I think she's going to realize she can't be that picture perfect. I think what Rhaenyra is trying to accomplish by keeping her father's opinion of how you're supposed to rule alive is something you do after you've handled business, got your money, got your kingdom, got shit in order, got the house in order. Right now, house ain't in order.
I want to go
That's
to
so
the I want to go to the comments real quick. So allegedly Arcane agrees with us. It's a lot. Books, Girls, and Purrs says Uncle Husband is in the war for the love of the game. He's crazy.
Yes.
I love it. And necessary.
I love that. I want that on a t-shirt with Damon slashing somebody's head.
And I like that he don't come to play. He don't care. He coming to get business. Now that he bought into Rhaenyra supposing to be the heir, let's let the heads roll and conquer this whole goddamn domain. Like,
Look,
start to get into the earth and rob people if we have to. We take all their money.
But you know,
Hightower's head, you're not bigger than the program. That's a t-shirt right there. You are not bigger than the program.
And you know he wanted to be the king originally. So I wonder how that affects his ego, where his wife / niece is the queen and he's her, what do you call it? When you're the husband, it's not a concubine, it's called something else. It's something with a C and you're the husband, but you're like the second tier to the husband when you talk about authority. I don't know, y'all. I'll look it up.
I know what you're trying to say. I don't remember the word.
Drugs, man.
And of course, allegedly Arcane is laughing at what Books said. So let's get back to it real quick. As I try my best to find my place. All right, here we go. So Lord Corlys Velaryon asks Rhaenyra to legitimize his sons. Y'all, this is one of the most powerful scenes, I think. His sons being Alan and Adam of Hall. Does her reluctance to do so make sense given the precarious status of her own children, or is she squandering an opportunity to secure valuable dragon riders? Let's start with Britt. What are your thoughts?
Damn. Read it one more time.
Sure. Does her reluctance to legitimize Rhaenyra?
Rhaenyra, okay.
Does her reluctance to legitimize Alan and Adam, Corlys's sons?
Bastards.
Yes.
They're bastards.
Does it make sense given the precarious status of her own children, or is she squandering an opportunity to secure valuable dragon riders?
She is squandering an opportunity because at the end of the day, it would not hurt her to legitimize them because, again, she has dragons and an army behind her. Ain't nobody gonna say shit to her face. Who cares what they say behind your back? You don't have to know. But to your face, they not gonna disrespect you because you a bad bitch. You got a whole army and dragons behind you. Anybody can get it.
Bear of Men?
I think that she married her uncle during a time when they were trying to outdate the practice. After she had married from a few distant cousins, and it was a gay man and had some bastard children. So I feel like she's not fully understanding ruling. It's what she says it is. If she says they're legitimate, then they're legitimate. And I understand the church aspect, because I think we're forgetting about the seven. We're forgetting about the seven. But she'll go find a leader
Maester.
of the seven, a maester, who gonna get in line. You know
That
what I'm
part.
saying? Who gonna get in line if she handled her cards right. Now I like that she gave the food to the people, but like it's like the only thing that she's thinking of is being humble, but then trying to. I also think I don't think it's just that they're bastards. I think that it's behind her aunt. If you didn't legitimize them before, why are you legitimizing them now? You're trying to get me to do it in her absence. I think it's so many mixed feelings. But I think she's totally squandering opportunity for some bomb-ass dragon riders. And I think that she doesn't realize that she better unchap Corlys's ass, or it will be hell play.
It's gonna be a problem. That thing clenched tight, clink, clink. He is
Hell yeah.
upset.
Rhaenyra is delusional.
Mm-hmm.
Your children are strong. You have bastards all up in them. So she's duplicitous, she's delusional, she's all the things, and she is 100% squandering an opportunity because let's be very clear, them young men that belong to Corliss, they are assets. They are assets, and so you might want to legitimize them. Corliss asked for very little, and I understand. I agree with Vera. Men like it's deeper than rap, right? It's deeper than that. But my aunt, there are several layers to why, tried to go in this other direction. I don't respect it though. I absolutely don't respect it because now the costs outweigh the benefits at this point. Go ahead and legitimize them. And you are a hypocrite at its finest. I get it. You're seated on the Iron Throne. Some raggedy things have happened as it pertains to you, but here is your opportunity for the people that you keep close to the chest to make shit right with them.
Mm-hmm.
And let's keep the foundation strong. So you going off the cuff and calling knighting him of Hall was an ultimate disrespect, especially since Corliss has served you. He has served you well. He has served you proudly, and
He lost his brother serving you.
He lost his castle serving you. He lost his son.
His fleet.
Yes.
He lost his fleet.
His
He
money.
killed the white bitch. Remember that white lady?
Yeah.
His son killed her. But then, no, because she was evil. I didn't like her.
Oh, bitch fist. Yes.
Yeah.
Bitch fist. Don't even remember her real name now. But all of it to say,
did y'all just eat the scene up when he loud capped her ass in front of everybody that her kids was bastards too?
Bastards.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
I say,
Hypocrite.
Everybody grabbed their eyebrow.
I
And
said,
I was hoping, I hope she don't let her menstrual cycle cut off Corliss' head because I'm gonna be pissed off and I'm gonna stop watching for a couple of
I'm gonna stop
episodes.
watching for a couple episodes.
You won't let that go. You will not let
Don't
that
piss
go.
me off.
Listen, at 3-1,
You know, and they ain't got no air conditioning.
you gotta understand. Some
It's
very unreasonable shit happens.
It's like, oh, you being froggy and forgetful all at the same time in my face? Let me humbug you. Let me be humbug you. Like, I don't think you realize the capacity of my loss.
So,
Yes.
so I want to go to the comments real quick.
Yes,
Thank you, Books, Girls, and
Consort.
Books, Girls, and Purrs. Thank you, Consort. Also, Lucas. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Lucas. Damon is going to die at Harrenhal, and he just has to play his part. You must know something.
Santi.
Books, Girls, and Purrs. Life, not claiming those kids till he had nothing. What are your thoughts about that? He basically waited before
He said as much though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He a typical dad that had kids outside the marriage.
Well, I ain't gonna. I mean,
Let me
yeah,
tell you something.
yeah.
And maybe I'm wrong.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Let me just be clear. And this is gonna probably come off crass. And maybe it's because I'm a wife and I'm a villain sometimes.
He couldn't.
He could.
He could not.
He did something. He's in control of how he was gonna move. And he couldn't do nothing about it. And at that time, what did they like? What did the Valyrians call their bastards? Hole?
Hole.
He's a hole.
He's a-
There's holes, snows, fans, boatmen. It is what it is. They were lucky to get in the position that they were in.
So his wife wouldn't let him.
Right.
He never said that, but he lifted him up. And do you remember in previous episodes the way she looked at those kids when she would see them?
Ooh.
Do you, Tisha?
Y'all absolutely remember. 100%.
Because
And they
it's
looked
a
nervous when she
reminder-
came in the room.
Huh?
They looked nervous, like the big old lumberjack looking one. He looked nervous when she would come in the room. He would like kind of.
Not just dragons.
She that girl.
Am I gonna lose my job, my family, my life? Cause she got mad that she saw me one day. I ain't asked to be here.
All right, I'm gonna play the
And
back.
lucky she didn't say, "Oh, bring them kids here. I got something for them," and set them ablaze that day that they came out the womb. People crazy. I ain't saying that's right. I'm just saying we acting like a woman who got cheated on supposed to have a whole lot of cash, and usually she don't. And back then they just used to, they used to just give them a little something. I'm gonna help you raise them and leave it alone.
Yeah, so Carlos didn't because he couldn't.
Got it. Okay, because I got triggered.
Yeah, because he said as much like, "Hey, I was very fond of your mother." You know, he made no bones about that. He had real feelings for this lady, but he could not. He could not. It was too much. The cost would be too high.
That's my
Bond
question.
He fell in love.
So was it an arranged marriage, him and old girl?
Absolutely.
Okay, got you.
Back then, absolutely.
Because I thought they married for love. I was all excited, and then I realized they didn't. Don't do that. You know, I can be naive sometimes.
No, well, like sometimes some people actually do fall in love, even though it was an arranged marriage. I happen to believe that they actually honestly fell in love.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like what is it, Viserys that died?
The king.
His granddaughter.
Which granddaughter?
Rhaenyra's daddy.
Rhaenyra's eldest son, who just died.
Yeah.
Oh, just there. Viserys is
Viserys.
Rhaenyra's daddy.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Just Viserys. She fell for him. She was just as hurt and broken up. He told her go get on her drag, and she rolled to dawn. Literally. He was like, "We out." That was
She was like, there was Bonnie and Clyde. I'm gonna lock my mom up, the queen, and we gonna ride out this bitch and go fight because mama don't know what she's talking about.
Right, but they were totally betrothed.
You're right.
All right. So Daemon's opening confrontation with the Hightower army using multiple dragons effectively forced Armon to temporarily bow. How does this dynamic with Rhaenyra change now that Mysaria has been appointed as the new Mistress of Whispers?
Ooh.
So we're going to start with Bearer of Men.
That used to be his little with the you know?
His little spizzy.
Mm-hmm. You know what she capable of. You don't like that. I think that it's going to come between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think her having any hold on the queen is going to irritate his soul.
Because he thinks she's fucking him.
Huh?
I think Daemon thinks that Mysaria is doing some type of like manipulative or sexual act with his wife. Like, you know, but you know, like,
yeah, but he doesn't know. He doesn't know. No.
But like that was my innuendo when I said he know what she capable of.
Oh, okay.
He had a little hold on him for a little while too, you know what I'm saying? Before he married the girl, you know, before he married his wife. He had a little, you know.
They knew him in
they were quite
low town, high town, whatever they call it.
So to see that she worked her way up and now she at this woman's side, you looking at her like, okay.
She playing the game. She playing the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's like, so you can work your way up by my sweet side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, keep playing with
Britt, what are your thoughts?
I love it. It kind of reminds me of what was the guy's name that was overweight and was the master of whispers that we know, the bald-headed guy?
Yeah.
You're the eunuch?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I don't remember his name, but the eunuch. He was, her character reminds me of how they both had an underdog story, befriended a noble in some form of fashion, and came up through the gutter that way, but they still have their little minions down below. It kind of parallels. So that's why I think nothing bad is going to happen to her, because she always has an escape plan.
Right now.
right now.
Because somebody gonna die. Oh yeah, what
Of
are your
course.
thoughts?
So I think the dynamic is going to change simply because now she has too many voices. She has the voices from the mistress of whisperers, her husband, and the ones in her own head, and they're all conflicting. And so
Yes.
I think that dynamic will change because all of the voices are warring. So it's just going to make things increasingly more difficult for Rhaenyra.
Okay, so we see a Septon push back against Rhaenyra and the traditional Targaryen relationship with the Faith. Do you think the Faith of the Seven and the common folk are quietly becoming the most formidable threat to Rhaenyra's reign? We're going to start with, I think, Brittany this time.
Okay. So I don't think it's a big threat because Masira got her ear to the ground so she can hear, she'll know if something happens before it happens because she got little minions everywhere. But I do think it's something to look at because when she was having her council meeting, not council meeting, when the people were coming and venting to her and talking to her about what was going on, she made the comment of saying, "Oh, y'all need you need 500 dragon, blah, blah, blah." Whatever their coin is called. And she was like, well, let's cut down some of the wood that's holy, whatever the name of the woods are. And everybody was like, that's the holy woods. You don't do that.
The King's
And
Forest?
yes, the King's Forest. She was saying, let's cut down some of the wood in the King's Forest to get some money because y'all need money, right? She's not, I don't think she sees religion as important to her reign as other previous people have in the past that we've seen. And the fact that she doesn't have a maester on her staff to guide her in a way that can be like that little bug in your ear, like, don't forget us over here. I think some form of fashion, she's gonna fuck up, but not to a point where it's gonna destroy everything.
Bear of Men?
So I think that the common folk are easier manipulated and they won't be a big of a problem. But I thought that she was asking for them to hunt in the woods, not cut the woods down.
Oh, I might have got it wrong. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because she said don't kill the stag or something else.
Yeah, but I think the King's Woods are just for kings to, like, it's just, it's just for kings. So that's why I think he was saying, like, your forefathers would be disrespected. Like, you can't do that. But I do think that the Faith of the Seven, I think they can raise an issue. Because if you remember back in Game of Thrones, everybody wasn't religious like that. And I don't think everyone is now either. I think I think that the Seven,
at least the Targaryens are not.
Well, I mean, like, even the common folk who had, like, even now today, think about it. A lot of people don't have faith because things are going so badly in this country. How can I have faith that everything, or in other people's countries too? Like, how can I have some type of devout faith in whatever deities you speak of or holy entities that you speak of? How can I have these? How can I have these kinds of I said yes. How can I have this type of faith in the situation the way that you want me to have when we know good and well, like, what's happening around me? What are they controlling? It seems like the authority, the rulers are the ones making the calls here. So I think that the Seven is overshooting their shot on that one, but I do think that they have a certain amount of influence around nobles that could crush Rhaenyra.
Elia?
So, to state it plainly, I think Rhaenyra's most formidable foe is her lack of confidence in being seated on the Iron Throne. And so, more than the Faith of the Seven and the common folk, Rhaenyra's biggest enemy is herself. And so, whereas she has this certain level of bravado, especially with having the mistress of whispers and naming in her ear and all these other things, she does not have peace. She does not have confidence. She doesn't have any of these things working to her benefit at this point. So whereas these other pieces, like the common folk and the faith of the seven, yes, they are problematic. Her most formidable foe is herself.
Speaking of not having confidence or faith in herself, during the episode, Helena is seen worrying about her daughter Jaehaera and makes cryptic remarks about death and raising chickens. Are her quiet prophecies pointing toward Rhaenyra's ultimate fate? We're going to start with, I don't remember who started last time. Brittany? Okay, so let's go Elia.
Okay. So little cuckoo clock. I agree with Vera Man with one of our last recordings. She said she thinks that the young lady is a witch. I think that is probably right on brand. But as far as it pointing to Rhaenyra's ultimate fate, I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it at all. I do think she has the gift of foresight, and so I'm gonna just go with a simple yes. Yes, I think it's the prophecy coming from the cuckoo clock is accurate.
Britt? You're on mute, babe.
Sorry, thank y'all. I think she's so childlike and innocent. I don't think she realizes the stuff that she's saying. I think she just says it, and then when everybody freaks out because she says some like cryptic, crazy shit, she's like, "What did I say? What did I do?" And everybody's like, "You just predicted da 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 happening." So yeah, I think something negative is going to happen either to them or to Alicent's family in some way. But something negative is going to happen big time.
Barrowman.
I agree with both of you all. I think that Alicent is a witch. I think that she doesn't know what it is though that she can do or what she's saying or what she's saying. It just comes to her and it comes out of her mouth. But I think she's going to live. I don't think she's going to die, but I think there will be many deaths around her. And
Allison and her daughter, or the daughter that has the prophecy gift?
Helena. Helena is her daughter.
Helena, I don't think Helena's going to die. Now, I think Alicent is going to die. I think Rhaenyra is going to die. And then we're going to have to get into some new characters. I mean, it's going to hurt them to see her go. But we know the Game of Thrones. It's got to be somebody.
So this is one thing that I do remember from reading the book, and I read the book like maybe 3-4 years ago. Alicent ends up, according to the book, things might change, but Alicent ends up living a long time, a prisoner in the castle. She like no one ends up killing her, but she lives a long time. I don't know how that's gonna work in House of the Dragon.
I love it.
All right. So looking at the episode overall, who truly held the power this week? Was it Rhaenyra, Alicent, or the unseen forces moving in the background? Let's start with Bearer of Men.
Can you re-ask the question?
Sure. Looking at the episode overall, who truly held the power? Was it Rhaenyra, Alicent, or the unseen forces moving in the background?
The unseen power moving in the background for sure. I think it all overwhelmed Rhaenyra, and that's why she's gonna morph into something dark. And I honestly think that's why Uncle Daddy, you know what I'm saying, is just sitting back like, okay, I manipulated you once before. Honestly, it wasn't even manipulation. You came to me, wanted to enjoy this darkness that we clearly have in common. And I see you desperately trying to hold on. And I think that's why he just doesn't overreact with her. Because he's just like, we'll play it your way. We'll do what Daddy says for now. But I think ultimately, you're going to come to Uncle Daddy. And you're going to let us tear this whole goddamn shit to pieces.
Hell yeah.
You know you're going to have to kill him, right? Okay. Exit stage left. crazy. So I would agree with Bear of Men. 100% is the unforeseen forces playing in the background that held the most power this week. Again, huge game of chess. And so you have Rhaenyra, who's still grieving. You have Allison that's all over the place just trying to salvage what she can that's left of her bloodline. And so there's all those things that are at play. But it's the little bitty moves, just those power moves that are happening in the background that is rocking everybody's world right now. And so, yeah, for me, it's the unforeseen.
Britt?
Only Rhaenyra's world.
I agree with y'all. I think it's the forces in the background. And I also think it's Massaria and the different people that would actually be on her council. Those people that would be on her council are the people that are moving in the background playing puppet master, trying to figure out how they're going to survive, what piece of the pie they're going to get. Oh my God, there's no money. What are we going to do? Okay, now it's time to scramble.
All right. One comment. Allegedly Arcane said this episode had me so perplexed. Do you all agree? What are your thoughts?
More than perplexed, intrigued.
Yeah.
More
Expound.
than perplexed, intrigued. Okay, and so perplexed is a very perpetual state of confusion. But intrigued for me simply because of they bleached this boy's hair. They have him pretending to be a noble. There's all that going on. There's Rhaenyra trying to rise to the occasion by pissing off all the nobles, but then she gained the favor of the lowborn, and so there were so many things happening that were intriguing as far as things are concerned for this episode, more than perplexed. But it's Game of Thrones, so more than one thing can be true. It allegedly Arcane, and again, thank you for coming back. So I don't disagree, but for me, it's more intrigued than perplexed, personally.
Britt?
I think Damon was my favorite character out of this whole thing. The way he walked through like a superhero, like Denzel Lestat, very Lestat, the way he walked through and told Hightower, so you gonna try to fight or nah? Because if you want to fight, I got this. But if you don't want to fight, it's cool too. I'm gonna just be a little bored and go home. But either way it goes. Oh boy in the back, you want his castle? All right, bet. Okay, cool. Back there, dragons. You want to eat them if they fuck up? Okay, cool. So it was just like he was just in there like Lestat fucking shit up. I loved it.
Bear of Men, your thoughts? Was this episode perplexing?
I thought it was perplexing because I wanted to know. They had bleach.
Yeah.
What white man agent did you use to get this bleach blonde hair? What? And then you want to play in their face? But like, yeah, I agree. I was perplexed. I was like, they got bleach. What they had? They need to get to the bottom of that. Rule that out the clean. Get rid of all that.
Yeah, the books talk about people doing that quite a lot. So it wasn't. If you read the books, it was commonplace for people to do that. So Britt.
Yes, sir.
Someone is responding to you. Yes, I love Damon's crazy ass.
Yes, we love him.
Thank you, allegedly Arcane. All right. Mayfair to 10. Let's rate this particular episode. Let's start with Britt first.
Okay. I give it a 7.5. I thought it was very powerful, but there was some parts to the storyline that they could have expounded on a little bit more to give some more background and understanding. Because again, if you didn't read the books, it's kind of like basically every scene was something different. It didn't really build up.
Okay. Bear of Men.
Only reason I'm giving it an 8 because it did her need to be like her father irritated me a little. noble, but it pissed me off. But the fact that she fed them rats sent me while she was on her cycle, because she was like, oh babe, this is some nonsense. Should nobody be coming to me telling me that the rich people took all the food when we know that people was in here starving eating rats? So let's see how they like it. That put it at an 8. They really did.
Okay, Elia.
It's a solid 8 for me as well. Whereas on the one hand, I'm inclined to be pissed off about the cliche with women and their menstrual cycles. I also appreciated it. As much as it irritated me as a cliche, I appreciated it within the realm of this show. And so there was that piece along with her still grieving and still having to play from behind. There are several different pieces in this episode that I really, really enjoyed. So not quite a 10, but a solid, really, really good episode. Again, when it comes to the world of Game of Thrones, I'm never disappointed. So it's not going to ever be Mayfair for me. They would have to really, really, really just go in like a Sesame Street direction for me to get a Mayfair rating, but solid.
All right, before I get my rating, allegedly Arcane said, love the rats for the rats.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Eat up, bitches.
Oh, and also, allegedly Arcane gives this particular episode a 7. They wanted more. For me, I'm going to give this particular episode a 9, and let me tell you why. I'm going to give it a 9, a very solid 9, like inching towards a 9.5. Right? Solid as a rock.
Like a rock.
I see you like informational episodes.
Well, okay, so this is what I loved about this particular episode. You saw Corlys drop his nuts. Loved it. And shamed Rhaenyra to a point where
drop them down below.
What the fuck could she do? You know what I'm saying? And like all the different things swirling around her. The palace intrigue. Well, it wasn't really palace intrigue, but it was like running the actual castle, running the city, and how that transfers into running the realm. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I loved when Daemon turned to her and said, I don't remember exactly what he said, but basically it was like, you could do so well, but you just don't know who you are yet. Mm-hmm. And what I really wanted to do was I wanted to say, fuck you. Would you do better? No, you wouldn't, because this whole country would be burnt to a crisp. You know what I'm saying? Like she's walking a tightrope, and you get to see that she's walking this tightrope. You get to appreciate the tightrope that all kings, queens have to walk, because as soon as you make one decision, you're gonna piss off somebody else. And that's the real of this particular situation. I'm like y'all. I love the scene with the rats. I didn't even though like I read that in the book, I had forgotten about it. And the fact that she placed the rats in front of her, and she's like, "What you gonna do?" I do like the fact. Again, going back to something I said earlier, Daemon basically told her that was a smooth move, but you know there are gonna be some repercussions. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there are. I loved that, because all it's really doing is setting up shit that we're about to see, and there are going to be some consequences to all of this. I loved it. I loved it. I love the prince. The whole little thing with the prince, and yes, and it's like, ooh, this is about to go down. You know what I'm saying? So I love. So yes, it is an informational episode, but it's setting shit up. It's setting shit up, and it's setting it up in the right way. I love, and then basically it was from the point of view of Rhaenyra. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, this storyline, that storyline, this storyline, but it's all her, and how, with her one storyline, all these other things intersect. And that's why I gave it a 9. All right, I do want to go to so some of these comments. Allegedly, Arcane is laughing,
and the mic drop.
and then also Damon wanted him and Rhaenyra to be in their Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah,
And I still think that they will.
Uncle Husband.
All right, y'all. I believe that's. Is there anything that we missed that that you want to talk about? Anything that we did not cover that you want to talk about?
Most beautiful non-explanation I've heard in a very long time. So thank you for that.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Thank you all so very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share on all your social media. Until next time, y'all have a good one. We've got questions and we know you have answers, so make love to our senses in the comments. Drop them down below.